So I definitely heard something brushing against the tent and somebody or something right outside. And my zipper was starting to open, and so I opened my zipper. So I got in some trouble last year, and I forgot about it. And I want to tell you what happened to me. I don't want it to happen to you. If you're out there stealth camping anywhere, I thought about it while I'm looking at the maps. I had to take a break from looking at maps to tell you this story, because the map reminded me of something really important story and a situation, scenario, whatever you want to call it. This summer, new laws, but also I want to tell you the story that just goes with this for campers, stealth camping like I do, or just, RV or car, whatever, just pulling off in the middle of nowhere. This story has to do with Warm Springs Canyon Indian Reservation. I'm crossing Highway 26, I believe it is, from Government Camp. I'm on my way to Bend. Now, the theme of this story is know where you're going to camp, know where you're going. If you don't, like I don't a lot of times, I just bail into the woods. But I learned on this trip, and now I'm really paying attention after looking at these maps, I'm going across some, Indian reservation native lands. And you got to be really respectful, and you can't just camp anywhere. So I'm rolling across the desert. I drop down into this deep, on the Deschutes River. It's called the Warm Springs Canyon Indian Reservation, and there's a casino down there. It's Warm Springs. And I'm down the bottom, like, I don't want to bike up this thing. And the only other way out is like along the river, a different route totally. But I want to get up and out of there. So I kept going a little bit past there, and I ran into a guy, talking to him, and he said, yeah, you can camp over there, and I looked at the campground. It was full, by the way, and it was just trashed. I wasn't going to camp there. Down in this canyon, and there's a casino there, and it had a weird feel to it, and I wasn't going to camp there. But he said, hey, if you go up there on that ridge, you can camp there, and that's all private land, or, that's not native land. I don't know if it was private or what. Or if it was state land or BLM or what, and there were no signs. So he said, but you can camp up there. And I'm in a deep sleep, and all of a sudden I hear, oh, and I was like, whoa, and I'm kind of out there off the road and down a little ways by the river, and I think, oh, shoot, who is that? And I unzip my tent. Just a guy, no uniform, no nothing, and he said, hey, man, you can't camp here. And I said, oh, shoot, I heard I could, I'm sorry. He goes, yeah, this is res land. And I said, oh, no. And I apologize and everything. Now, by the way, it's dark. It's pitch black, pretty much. And there's in that area, there is nowhere to go. And he knew I was packing up. And he took off. And I got out of there, pulled all my stuff up to the highway. All my lights are dead. All my batteries are dead. I wasn't prepared. I don't ride at night. So I had a headlamp. Anyway, I rigged a headlamp on here on the front of my bike. I had nothing on the back, but I have reflectors and stuff. And I thought, well, if I can just ride up a little bit, maybe I can just bail off quick enough to, get over. And so I started riding a little bit, and then right behind me, here comes these lights flashing, and it was a reservation police officer. And he got out, and he was real friendly to me. And then at this point, he's like, what happened? Like, why are you on the highway, And I said, well, this guy, I don't know who he was, just said I can't camp here. This is res land. And he said, well, technically you cannot camp here. And he goes, but it is nighttime, man, and you're out here, you don't have any lights. I go, I know, I do have lights, but they're not charged. I was just caught off guard by this guy. And he says, listen, I'll tell you where to go, just go over here. And he said, go ahead and camp there. And I was like, thank you so much. The other guy, I don't believe, was part, I think he was, I don't know how he found me, by the way. I don't know how the other guy found me. I just know now, I'm looking at maps, and these are quad maps, like, I'm not taking a bunch of these with me, but I look a little deeper into where I'm going, and I don't just jump off the highway anywhere unless I know. I've got a lot of stories like that. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. While I was sitting here packing, I had to make that little quick video with information.